The looming crisis in America. A warning we can't ignore. America, the land of opportunity, a beacon of hope for millions. A nation that has weathered wars, depressions, and technological revolutions. But today, a perfect storm of challenges looms over the United States. This isn't just about politics or ideology. It's about numbers, reality, and the ticking clock. A fraying economy. The United States remains the largest economy on the planet, valued at $26.9 trillion in 2023. Yet, the cracks in the foundation are undeniable. Let's start with the national debt, a staggering $33 trillion. To put that into perspective, if you spent $1 every second, it would take over 1 million years to reach that amount. Every American now carries a theoretical share of over $100,000 in federal debt. It's like running a marathon while carrying a heavy backpack that only gets heavier with each step. Interest payments alone are projected to exceed $1 trillion annually by 2033, money that could have gone to infrastructure, education, or healthcare. At the same time, household debt is surging. Credit card debt has surpassed $1 trillion for the first time in history, and over 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Inflation, the silent thief. In 2022, inflation reached a 40-year high, peaking at 9.1%. While it has since cooled to around 3.7%, the ripple effects remain. Over the last 2 years, families have seen the cost of essentials like food and gas skyrocket. Consider this. The average American household now spends $450 more per month than it did pre-pandemic. That's equivalent to paying an extra utility bill or losing an entire week's groceries every single month. Inflation is like a slow leak in a tire. It might not stop the car immediately, but it makes every mile harder until the car can no longer move forward. Meanwhile, wages haven't kept pace. In real terms, the purchasing power of the average worker has declined by nearly 3% since 2020. Cracks in the job market. While unemployment sits at a low 3.8%, this number masks a deeper problem. In 23, tech giants like Meta, Amazon, and Google collectively laid off over 200,000 workers. But this isn't just about layoffs, it's about transformation. Automation and artificial intelligence are rewriting the rules of employment. Studies predict that by 2030, nearly 40% of jobs could be automated. That's 73 million jobs, gone or fundamentally changed. The job market is like a game of musical chairs, but the music is speeding up, and the chairs are disappearing faster than new ones are added. America needs an education revolution, focusing on STEM, AI, and green energy. Investing in reskilling programs could be the lifeline millions need. The healthcare dilemma. Healthcare in America is a paradox. On one hand, it's home to some of the best medical innovations in the world. On the other, it's the most expensive system globally, costing $4.3 trillion annually. Yet, 27 million Americans remain uninsured. It's like owning the most advanced car, but having no fuel to drive it. What's the point of a system that many can't access? Medical debt is now the leading cause of bankruptcy in the U.S., affecting 1 in 5 adults. And here's a startling number. The average family healthcare premium is $22,000 a year, more than the median annual income in some states. Universal healthcare might seem like a radical idea, but it's time to ask, can we afford not to address this crisis? A looming energy crisis. Energy is the lifeblood of any economy, and America's grid is showing its age. Built over 50 years ago, it's struggling to keep up with modern demands. In 2023 alone, over 36 million Americans experienced power outages. Extreme weather events caused by climate change are only making things worse. Hurricanes, wildfires, and heat waves are testing the grid like never before. The energy grid is like an overworked heart trying to pump blood through clogged arteries. Without intervention, collapse is inevitable. Accelerating renewable energy adoption, wind, solar, and battery storage, could not only stabilize the grid, but also reduce reliance on fossil fuels, making America energy independent. The global chessboard. Globally, America's dominance is being challenged. China, now the second largest economy, is projected to surpass the US by 2035. Meanwhile, BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are working to create alternatives to the dollar's global dominance. Over 60% of global reserves are held in dollars, but this number is shrinking. If the dollar loses its status as the world's reserve currency, the consequences for America could be catastrophic. Higher borrowing costs, reduced global influence, and economic instability. America's position on the global stage is like a candle in the wind. It shines brightly for now, but the gusts of competition are growing stronger, turning the tide. Every crisis is also an opportunity. America has faced adversity before and emerged stronger. Here's how it can happen again. 1. Invest in infrastructure. Upgrade the power grid, modernize transportation, and build climate-resilient systems. 2. Education revolution. Close the skills gap by making education affordable and focusing on tech and green energy training. 3. Fiscal responsibility. Tackle the debt crisis with smarter spending and tax reforms. 4. Universal healthcare. Make healthcare accessible to ensure no one chooses between medicine and rent. 5. Energy independence. Accelerate renewable energy adoption to secure the nation's future. 5. The American oak tree. America is like an oak tree, strong, rooted, and resilient. But even the strongest tree needs care. Without action, its branches will weaken, its leaves will fall. With the right choices, though, it can weather any storm and stand tall for generations to come. The future isn't written yet. It's time to pick up the pen and write a story of resilience, unity, and progress. What do you think about the challenges and opportunities America faces? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most pressing issues.